Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whenever you're watching this. My name is Damilola Babalola, and today we are joined with two individuals who have brought complaints to the Public Complaints Commission. Each of them has had their complaints resolved successfully, and they are here to tender an appreciation to the Commission. Stay with us while we hear from these individuals.
In 2023, I met the oil staff. We had an agreement to use our facility. As an hotel manager, we came into the business. They pay. Our agreement was every fifth of the month you pay us in advance. The first month they pay, the second month they delay. We complain until after a year, then they checked out. They were owing us 53,339,000 naira. I've been going there, writing letter upon letter. They asked me to send an email, series of email, send series of email to them. Some they will not respond, some they will respond. So keep on going. So late last year, I was going to their office and I met somebody in a vehicle, in a public vehicle. He asked me where I was. I said, no, I'm going to some place. Look at. This thing is beating more than what I can show. It's costing me my job. And I don't know what to do. If I take them to court, they have money, they are multinational company. They can do and not do. They will not allow the case to even fly to anywhere. When I narrated my story to a colleague inside the board, he said, go to public complaint commission. I said, public complaint commission, are they working? I said, that was the question I asked. I said, are they working? What is their work? So started briefing me. I said, okay, no problem. I will give it a try. After 1 or 2 months, I said, go to public complaint commission. You have a good case, go and file your case. I said, okay. I told Baba, I said, look at what I want to, look at what I want to. He said, will it work? I said, I thought, let us give it a trial. Then I wrote and I bought the bank, I submitted. They gave me 1 month. After a month, I came back. When I came back, luckily enough, 4 days after I submitted the letter, they paid me some money. I think they paid me about 11,700,000 something. They paid me. I said, okay. Is the public complaint? Are they started working or willingly from their mind? The one they pay is over a year plus. I said, well, then after a month, I came back here. I met Adora. Adora said, no, don't worry yourself. You go. We have written to them. They must respond. I said, okay, I think go back. I tell her, I said, okay, look at what they said. So shortly after that, just 2 weeks later, they started paying. They showed me a copy of letter they written to the commission that they are going to pay the money within the month. And alhamdulillah, they have succeeded, they paid the money. It was 53,339,000 naira. After deduction of certificate of 50%, 5%, withholding tax. They paid us 50 million, 672,025. We are here today to thank the commission for a job well done. Because I never believed that you can pay the money within the month. Actually, they have the money, but they don't want to pay. I don't believe there's anything who can hold them to ransom that they'll pay this, and they will do it within a month. Because most of my colleagues in Babalola there, they are virtually up to 8 hotels. Up to 8 hotels. Some of them have gone to court. They are in the court. They keep on pushing them. Pushing them. I think with this, if I go home, I will bring the news to them. And alhamdulillah, we are in the same group. We have a platform where we share ideas. So we are here today to thank the Honorary Commissioner for the job well done. And thank Mrs. Okeke because she really assisted me. I disturbed her a lot. What will I do? Say, don't worry. Don't worry. The commission, they leave them to do their work. Thank you very much. We appreciate you, sir.
I happen to have had this property when we came in. I also from Delta biologically and also work in River State where the
Wow.
oil and gas, so that's our
Yeah,
region.
yeah, yeah.
But because I've gone into practicing privately and into mission work and been in Abuja, going to the north, and all that. So when we came, we keyed into, Abuja is estate. But we keyed in, you know, just before COVID, just end of 2019, but with little knowledge of how all these things work, but the developers who are more knowledgeable, they give you paper to sign. You just sign because you feel that. But later when they start coming back and one of them and this guy came and said, "We're revoking. You have not done this. Didn't you see what you signed?" I said, "What do you mean what I signed?" He showed me. We said 2 years. You mean you're not counting what COVID has done, taking 2, 3 years from everybody in the world? You said, "No, you signed. You are taking it back." So what do I do? And I looked at it. If we go to court will interpret what you sign. See, we need to go and cry to the government that this is ripping us. We are innocent, we just have it, but these people took advantage, and everything that favors them is there, but the other party. So we wrote to the FCT minister because when it's estate, we believe it's about FCT. We just told that they are the ones that. But while we are waiting, I happened to have a relative who is a commissioner in Delta State, Mr. Matthew. And then my wife said, "Why don't we say what is public complaint? I don't even know what is." I said, "What do you think? I think the FCT is the people to deal with it, not these people who just be there." But lo and below, they are the ones that wrote to us. We just wrote, "Okay, let's still submit to them," since our relative said advice. But we were surprised that they are the one that wrote to us, called us, before even the FCT. And they are the one that handled the case, invited the other party, and then by the time we got in, we saw this is something that is deep. It's like this is what happens in Abuja, and then we start hearing some people even lost completely, some people don't have this, and through the intervention of Mr. KK and staff, and calling, and by God's grace, they finally rescinded the revoke letter, and we were able to go back and continue the work. So I want to thank the commission and say, really, I'm happy to hear your budget is increased because publicity is good. There's the perception in Nigeria that things don't work. There's perception, you don't even know what organ of government is there to go to for redress for things. If not that I had the privilege of hearing about this, that was not job, but lo and behold, these people acted professionally, they intervened. I can tell you boldly, we didn't give a kobo to anybody. Nobody asked us for a kobo. You say, is this really happening in Nigeria? But today, she only called me back, madam, and said, "We want you to wrote an application and said the commissioner would like you to come and present the application." And I want to thank you and the entire staff. Thank you, sir.
So we congratulate you for getting your rights back to you. It is our duty. We are happy God has made it possible for us to accommodate it and successfully. Congratulate you. It's very important. In mission is how you assist us, public, letting you contribute, support prayers, because we are being funded by government. This is a commission that has existed for 50 years. This year, under the current regime, we have been giving a pat on the back from our annual budget. The National Assembly, with the approval of Mr. President, they have given us about 300% increase, meaning that we have been gingered up although the money has not started rolling in, but we are very sure of it. We are going to further extend our services to all the nooks and corners of the country, villages, swamp areas, all the areas that we know that are not reachable, especially areas like my own state, Delta State. We congratulate you. We are happy right now.
Thank you. My complaint that brought me to the Public Complaint Commission was about a property acquired from an estate developer. And then this was by end of 2019, and as we all know, by first quarter 2020, the COVID had come. But when we were signing off the paper, he has said 2 years you'll complete. If you are not complete in 2 years, and it's a duplex, we acquired the land to build the duplex, and after that, they came last year and said the property, because we're still building, that we are not completed in 2 years, so they revoke and collect back the property. So we said no. There was COVID and there was lockdown. It disrupted a lot of things globally, and that took about 2-3 years because there were several waves, wave 1, wave 2, and that they said no, this is what you have signed. And so we had written to the LCT minister a petition, because if you go to court will interpret what is on paper. They took advantage of our ignorance, And so someone told us about the Public Complaint Commission, and we came, and we were quite surprised that it was the Public Complaint Commission that wrote to us, even not before the LCT. And so they intervened, they invited the developer, they came, we had a case chat, and, with their intervention, this case was resolved. Property was returned, they rescinded the revocation, and we went back and continued. So this is quite commendable to see that a government agency is doing this. We are not asked for any money. Nobody asked, we didn't give any money to anybody, and it's been done. We just wrote a letter of appreciation, and we were called last week, just come and formally present that letter to the Honorable Chief Commissioner, which we have done today.
Okay, so I was going to ask this, but you've answered a little. How do you feel? How do you really feel now that the case has been resolved?
Yeah, it's good to see a hope in the country, to see that a government agency can work like this professionally. The perception is that things don't work, in the country. But to see government agency working professionally, that nobody asked you to come give any money, nobody, they wrote to the respondent, and they brought us together and they intervened. It was more like an alternative dispute resolution, and they followed up, and it was eventually resolved.
Okay, so finally, what message do you have to pass to people that are probably in your shoes, that have one issue or the other? What message do you have to pass to them?
The message is just the understanding that things can still work, and things are still working. Even before now, I didn't even know about the Public Complaint Commission. So the government has various organs of government that are there to be utilized for different issues. So if the awareness, should be upped, that people know, and then gradually the perception that things don't work. When it's government, forget it. They are just there, collect money, nothing happens. But with this experience, you can see that it's not like that. Things are really working. In their government organizations that are working, I can say this is one of them. Thank you.
Okay. Sometimes last year, 2023, I met with a line company. Then we have a deal to use our facility, at our hotel facility. Our agreement was they pay before, they pay in advance. So the first month, the second month. So the third month, they started derail. They didn't pay to the tune of 53,339,000 naira. They left the hotel, and I'll be going to their office in Asokoro. I'll be going there. All effort made to pay the money proof abortive. In short, they were so reluctant, they don't want to pay. lot of the time, I have to go to their office crying on their neck there for them to pay me. That money is not my money, it's a company money. So that it will not look as if maybe there is something. They were owing a lot of people and they actually have the money. They are multinational company. But reluctantly, they don't want to pay. This fateful day when I was going to their office, I met somebody in the bus. It's a good friend of mine. I share experience with him, which advised me to go to public complaint commission. At a time, I said, well, are they working? Because average Nigeria believe nothing is working in Nigeria. That was the question. I said, are they working? He said, yes, they are working. Let me give them a trial. He has tried them, look at. I said, okay, let me do that. That day, I couldn't bother myself, but things keep on persisting in me that I should come to public complaint commission. I'm going to get what I want. Luckily enough, I came on my own to come and make an inquiry. How do I go about it? When I came, they asked me to file my complaint, and I did. They gave me a month. To my greatest surprise, after a month and 2 weeks, the money has been paid. And I'm happy that the money is being paid because the money almost cost me my job. If not for the fact that the owner of the company, I've stayed with him for some time, he knows my character, he will have said, okay, maybe there's something between me and them. But I thank God the money is being paid successfully without anything. And I thank Ms. Okeke who assisted me. When I came here, they gave me investigative officer, and I spoke to her. I said, Madam, you need to assist me. She said, I should not worry. Everything she said to me come to pass today.
That's so nice. So now what message do you have to pass to people that are in your shoes, people that have 1 or 2 complaints?
My message is Nigeria is a good country and things is good the information did not get to the right people. I would have said let there be enough publicity about public complaint commission. People like us, I promise, I say, okay, if I get to my domain, I will spread the news. Because what they did for me, they saved my job. At a point, at the means of the directors, I can't work freely. Because the way they were looking at me, oh, today's story, tomorrow's story. I'm tired of story. So that's it.
Thank you very much for your audience, sir. So I'm going to be speaking with the director of the investigation unit, the brain behind the whole cases and resolving of cases and all of that in the commission. Good afternoon, ma.
Thank you.
What was it like resolving the cases of these 2 complainants?
I'm so elated because, as Nigerians, most people have given up on this country. You heard what they said. Even the man will recover the 53 million and say he has even given up. So this one gives us hope as Nigerians. I'm as happy as them. Give us hope that there are still institutions which I am proud to be a part and parcel of that can still resolve cases. Our services, of course, is pro bono, and nobody asks for anything. So I'm happy. I'm very happy.
All right, so some people watching this now may be wondering, what are the procedures? If I have a case, if I have a complaint, how do I go about it? Do I just come to the Public Complaints Commission and tell the security that I have a case? What are the procedures? What do I do?
If you have a case, you come, you write your case. Then we look at the merit of it. Because there are cases that are not jurisdictional to us. We have a case of human rights abuse, you know where to go to. You go to the Human Rights Commission. Our case border fundamentally on administrative injustice. So if it's within our mandate as the Constitution stipulated, we go ahead, we start our investigation, and then we do the case.
Right. Thank you very much for that insight, ma. This is a message to you watching us. The Public Complaints Commission is working and it is absolutely free. Whichever complaint you have, bring to the commission, and we are always here to resolve and settle your cases. My name is Damilola Babalola, and this is the Ombudsman Radio.